Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, everybody. This is Jackie Bros.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap, the man, your uncle, cousin Dunlap, the dirt nap. Jackie,
What does any of that mean?
how much love do you have in your heart for our listeners?
Love in my heart? I try to have love in my heart for everybody, but
Well, I ain't fucking talking about everybody.
Watch
I
your
asked you
mouth,
specifically
watch
about
your
our
mouth.
listeners.
everybody ain't that. Then I guess I got love in my heart for them. Yeah.
Everybody ain't done jack shit for you, but our listeners have downloaded a podcast where we talk about the current events of the day, news, politics, and
Yeah,
also local
I know what the
sponsors
hell-
from here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
I know what the hell we do.
But everybody, fuck everybody.
Watch
I
your
want to hear
mouth.
how much love you got in your heart for our listeners.
I said I have love in my heart for the listeners. Yes, I do. Yes, thank you kindly. I appreciate you listening. And down on the computer, I loading all of it and listening. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I love our listeners.
Well, I am. I do too.
I wish I could make their lives easier.
Well, yeah.
We all got burdens and hardships we face on a day-to-day basis, but I wish that if there was one thing I could do, I could say, oh, I'd like to hug and kiss our listener, or make some joke. I wish I could say, oh, I'd love to give our listeners a handshake and a pat on the back, or I'd love to give our listeners, oh, I wish I could just give you $1 million. Oh, just some bullshit. But I know how hard it is out there in that world, how hard it is to get by. I know how hard it is to struggle day to day to make ends meet. I wish I could just take 1 ounce off the backs of our listeners.
Yeah.
How hard their lives must be.
Well, you can't do that. There ain't
How
no way.
hard? What could I do to make it easier for
Nothing
y'all?
you can do to make it easier for them. No.
There must be something. I wish I could reach my hand through that podcast machine you listen on and come out and reach around to the back of you and just take a little of the burden off of you, because I know it must be so hard. If you're coming to us for a little relief from your day-to-day struggle, it must be so hard for y'all.
What?
I wish I could do something. I wish I could do something
All
that would
right.
make your lives a little bit easier, but I can't.
Nope. Maybe you can't. Yeah. And the only thing you can do is, tell people that they got to do it themselves. I'm trying to make my own life easier, and hell,
What,
if I
who are
can't
you,
do that.
Ayn Rand?
I ain't asking nobody to make my life easier. Well, I guess I am, because we've got the padded on up. But other than that,
Yeah, you ask people every day. I'm saying these people coming in to help us, listen to us
That's true,
talk,
yeah.
and we can't do nothing. We can't. All I can do is sit here. Well, I guess I can spew that beer all over his microphone. You like that?
Yeah, everybody likes that. Yeah, that's so
I
cute.
guess I was wrong.
So
I
cute.
can do something.
All right.
Oh, what a privilege it is to be an entertainer who can reach out there and spray that beer all over the listener's earlobe and make them feel just a little bit better. Oh, you know what, Jackie? Laughter is the greatest gift of all.
Man, you just being cute. I don't necessarily think it's funny. Just language and beer drinking and everything. That I don't know. I don't see how that makes anything better for anybody but yourself.
People like it to hear a good cuss word or two.
Well, I don't.
Well,
Not everybody does.
On our other podcast, the Redneck Matinee, of which episode 3 is up, a look back on the film Smokey and the Bandit. You yourself, Jackie, said that Jackie Gleason cussing.
Well, that's funny cussing. You ain't no Jackie Gleason. You may be putting on the weight, but you ain't got the talent.
I don't even. So you're saying I'm fat, but I ain't funny?
Well,
That's 2 insults in one.
well, everybody that's fat is a little bit funny, but some a lot funnier than others.
Oh, that's true. But who's the least funny fat person you can think of?
Chris Christie.
No, he's kind of funny.
Well, yeah. See what I mean?
He's kind of funny because he knows how to, like, he lets Trump run all over him.
All fat people, like I said, a little bit funny.
Got that deadpan look on his face, like, oh, I can't believe look what I'm doing for my career. But who's, like, not funny? We're not into fat shame. Like, if this is somebody who's had a rough life, here's my fat shaming manifesto. As someone on the larger side, I feel that I have the room, enough room to move around in, that I can fat shame those who I find politically repulsive.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that, yeah.
I'm not going to fat shame somebody who don't. Pretty much Trump is going to get it.
Yeah.
Chris Christie, if you're allied with Trump, I think I can make fun of you for being a fat ass.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've tried to narrow it down to that. Now, maybe in the past I've said some things. I fat shamed some people who might not have deserved it. I probably made some jokes about some people who I won't even name now. Because merely by saying their name is sort of a fat joke.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not even going to hint at it. I was about to hint at it, and it would have given it away, and then I would have got the fat joke without even actually saying a name. I'm not even going to do that. But Donald Trump's fat ass, I don't give a shit.
Well, watch your mouth, but yeah, same here. Mike Huckabee's another one to get bigger.
What a fat ass.
Yeah, he gets it.
What a fat ass. He thinks he's going to get into heaven? Like, he wouldn't get into heaven even if they wanted him up there, because they ain't got room for him. I mean, they'll be like, I'm sorry, I thought you lost some of this. What happened?
Put it back on.
You went back. How many times you go to Chick-fil-A? Look, let me tell you something, Mike Huckabee. This is an angel talking to Mike Huckabee. Jesus don't give a shit about Chick-fil-A. I hope you enjoyed eating all them sandwiches sitting in your air-conditioned SUV, but that didn't impress Jesus.
No, he ain't.
I mean, there were times where Jesus was watching you eat all them anti-gay sandwiches, and Jesus got sick. And that's not even, we didn't think that was possible, because we thought if you're Jesus, you don't get sick to your stomach. But Jesus said, I'm Jesus Christ. I should be able to heal myself from being nauseous watching this fat-ass Mike Huckabee just shove chicken sandwiches down his throat because he thinks it makes me happy because I hate gay people. I don't hate gay people, but now I hate Mike Huckabee because I've seen him shove like 8 Chick-fil-A sandwiches down his fucking not funny throat.
All right, watch your mouth. Don't have to say it like that.
That's what Jesus said. Jesus got sick.
No, Jesus wouldn't say that. Jesus
I'm
wouldn't
an
say
angel
that.
now.
If you're saying Jesus would say the words like that, no.
Okay.
Could he get sick? Looking at Mike Huckabee, I think he's able to cure himself. If he starts to feel sick, he could, wave a hand or whatever and feel better. But would it start to make him sick? Yeah.
I'm an angel. This is an
you
angel.
An angel saying that.
The angel is saying.
All right. Well, angels may have a dirty mouth, but I
angel
know
got
Jesus
dirty
doesn't.
mouth.
All right.
Jesus did not say the F word, but in this,
good.
The angel's version of this story,
right.
He's like, Jesus is like, if this,
all right.
if that.
All right. That angel don't seem right to me either, but all right.
So, Mike Huckabee, you can't fucking come into heaven.
Watch him. Just
maybe you shouldn't eat. If you was less fat, we'd let you in here. But you got real fat eating all them sandwiches because you thought it hurt gay people's feelings. So I can't. You're too fat to come into heaven now. I'm sorry. Also, you're not funny. Jesus told me to say that. He said, tell him he's not funny and can't come into heaven because he got too fat eating sandwiches.
I'm gonna say
to make gay people mad.
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna say he's the least funniest fat person. They're all funny a little bit, but he's the least.
Ooh, that's true because
Mike Huckabee's the least funny.
He tries to be funny. There's lots of just regular fat people who.
Chris Christie walk into a room and you start to giggle just a little bit, but Mike Huckabee, like you said, tries to make a funny joke on Twitter's or tries to say something not funny.
Absolutely, Jackie.
He's the worst.
I'm gonna give you credit right there. Least funny fat person goes to Mike Huckabee.
He wins that award. Yeah.
That's one award he probably didn't even know he was up for. The fat one.
Trump. right above him, sort of. But
Trump has made me laugh, and I'm not proud of that.
I'm not either. I know, but
There's
it
something
still
within
happens.
me.
I know.
The cruelty of him, not when it was when he was mean to Ted Cruz or Chris Christie. That's what made me laugh. It's not when he was like, "Oh, let's lock up the babies," because that's not funny.
Not funny. No,
That's horrifying. But that what I just said is true. So I'm sorry I ever laughed at him, even when he was mean to Ted Cruz.
well, we got to do our sponsors up top. So we're going to do some sponsors, and we got a lot to talk about. We went on last week in honor of the passing of Burt Reynolds. Hope you enjoyed listening to the Redneck Matinee. There'll be more of those coming up. But those of y'all on this one that listened to it, we thank you. And rest in peace, Burt Reynolds.
Rest in peace.
Still a little raw on that, but I'll get through it. But I got a sponsor now, and I got to get this out of the way. Let me just say this up front. I need to give an apology. And I do. I didn't realize what. I'm sorry. Greg McKee was my sponsor last week. Well, he wasn't, but he did the Halloween bandage. Go in there, get
Halloween.
you a it's one of the, what do you call it, poppers? Poppers, what is it, store?
Pop-up?
That's it.
I don't know if that counts as a pop. It's just they take over a large abandoned space.
Well, they took Fresh Linens Nursing Home is where they at.
I guess that is technically a pop-up.
I don't know. Somebody said that's what it was. I don't know if Greg said it or somebody else.
So Hollywood Bandages is a pop-up?
It's not bandage. It's bandage. Bandage like smoking the bandage.
Hollywood Bandits.
Yes.
Halloween Bandits.
Halloween, not Hollywood. Halloween. Yeah.
So Greg McKee was fine with the way you cussed him up and down last.
Don't start that. That's
Last
what
time
I'm
we were
trying
on
to
here.
say here. I didn't cuss him. It was everybody. I cussed the situation. It wasn't directed toward him. He's trying to make a living. I understand that, and he was a sponsor, and I shouldn't have probably got so upset, and he mentioned that to me. So I waived $25. I'm going to give him this one for free and give him an apology.
Well, wait.
What?
Then you owe me half of $25.
I don't owe you nothing. You just stay out of it.
It ain't my fault you got mad at
Yeah,
Halloween.
come back around. You wait and see. Just give me, let me do it right, and then he'll be a sponsor again. I need to apologize to him, and you won't even let me do that. Greg, it ain't you, and it ain't your business. I know you are an honorable man. I'm sure you sell the finest costumes and Halloween trinkets and tricks or whatever, jack-o'-lantern, all that stuff. I'm sure it's his top of the line. I don't doubt it at all. So it ain't your business or you that I was upset with. It's just the situation. Well, I'd got to be open so soon. And him, it's not his fault because he's, like I said, trying to make a living. It's everybody else's fault. Having to run out there and get ready for Halloween. I need 2 damn months. I need 2 months to figure out what I want to be for Halloween. I got to go, try on, how many 600 outfits, 2 damn months. It's Halloween. It don't take a month. I give you a whole damn month. Open it up. Not just Greg. I'm talking about all Halloween stuff and, Target, Walmart, everywhere. October. That's it. Plenty of time. How much extra money are you going to make? Well, I guess I should have asked Greg, because I don't know.
It's covered up. You seen the parking lot? I went by there, and it's just covered up with early Halloween shoppers.
See, I guess you...
He told me next year he may open up in August.
Are people wearing 4 or 5 or 6 different outfits all for Halloween? Because it don't make any sense. The same amount of people are going to go do Halloween no matter what. They ain't going to do it twice. Halloween don't come on but one damn day.
Well, what if you go in and you want to be a sexy Mike Myers or you want to be a sexy Freddy Krueger, and you try on sexy Freddy Krueger and you go like, you know what? I need to lose a few pounds. Luckily, I did this early September. I come back in October after I've done like the Weight Watchers or whatever. After I've gone paleo for the month of September, I come back in October. I'm sexy as a motherfucker.
All right.
I put this Freddy Krueger outfit on, and women are, and men, and whoever, however you identify, anybody, listen, I put on this sexy ass fucking Freddy
Watch
Cougar
your
outfit.
mouth.
I stroll down the street. It doesn't matter if you think you're straight or you're gay or how dogs, whatever. People are looking at me going, "This is a sexy ass motherfucker."
All right, just shut
And if
your
I had
mouth.
come
All right,
in here
enough.
in October,
Enough.
I wouldn't have known I needed to do some crunches.
You can lose weight in a week or two if you do it right. There's ways to do it.
Not healthy, not a healthy way.
Whatever you gonna do, you ain't gonna be healthy, so it don't make any damn difference.
Well, no, what
You
I
don't
do
need
ain't gonna
two
be
damn
healthy.
months to go in and put.
Okay, what
The
if
same amount of people are going to go. The only reason they're coming is because you've opened it up in September. They'd wait, and that same amount of people would still come there in October. So it ain't like it's just stretching it out. It's just they're still going to come. If they didn't have no place to go get no Halloween stuff, they wouldn't go out looking for it.
What if you get paid once a month?
Huh?
What if you get paid once a month?
Well,
and you don't have enough money in September.
How much money are you going to, once a month, you going to be broke by the beginning of next month?
Some people like Halloween enough they spend all their money on it.
Well, a lot of people work paycheck to paycheck. I understand that, but you don't have to buy a bunch of expensive Halloween either.
You
get
get
a damn sheet, cut 2 holes in it, go outside and get candy. I understand that people like to dress up and put
What
on
if a
makeup.
ghost ain't your favorite? What if a ghost ain't your favorite? What if you like a werewolf?
You're the one saying, I'm just saying, if you're in a situation where you ain't got money and you can't get an outfit, there you go. I gave you a solution right there. Now, you may not, need new sheets. You don't want to cut your sheets up or something, but I'm sure you can arrange something or other.
So you ruin your sheets. You don't even like ghosts. You like
hell.
werewolves. So you broke. Your job sucks. You get paid once a month. You go in there. Your sheets are ruined. Everybody laughs at you. You're like, I don't even like ghosts. You're like, sure. And then you're like, I wanted to be a werewolf. What a terrible Halloween.
Oh, hell.
You ruined Halloween. You ruined 2 months of some poor son of a bitch's life.
2 months. It don't need to be 2 months. Even if you're going to make his life miserable, I could still do it in a day a month. He don't need 2 damn months.
Yeah,
good
somebody-
or bad, whatever kind of Halloween you want to have. You can have the best damn Halloween there ever was. You can have the worst damn one ever was. You don't need 2 damn months for it. 1 month, October.
Jackie, you don't even realize how the fucking world works.
Shut your mouth.
Let me
Watch your
tell you.
language. I'm sick of it.
From Christmas until Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day. 2 months. From Valentine's Day to Easter is Easter. That's 2 months. From Easter until the 4th of July is the 4th of July. That's over 2 months. From the 4th of July to Labor Day is back to school. That's 2 months.
What all do you need to buy on those besides fireworks and eggs?
From back to school to Halloween is Halloween. That's 2 months. And then from Halloween to Christmas is Christmas with some turkeys.
You left out, Thanksgiving. Yeah,
That's 2 months.
Don't need but
Thanksgiving is part of Christmas now.
don't need but 1 month for
I don't give
Halloween.
a shit what you
October.
think. That's just how it is. Thanksgiving
I
goes
know
with
how
Christmas.
it is. I know how it is. What you're saying is how it is now, and that's crazy. It's crazy talk. Don't need 2 damn months. Holiday. I need December, Christmas, good. November, Thanksgiving, that's it.
Think of all the Halloween songs.
I don't know a
You
one.
need 2 months to sing them all.
I don't know any Halloween. Monster Mash, I ain't gonna sing that. That's all I know.
What
People
if-
don't go caroling on Halloween. People don't go that's Christmas. And those Christmas songs, you know, everybody knows them.
What about the Halloween theme by John Carpenter?
What is it?
The Halloween theme by John Carpenter.
Well, whatever it is, you know.
You know how it goes.
No, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Look, Greg, I'm sorry. It's got nothing to do with your business. You just adapting to the way of the world. I understand that. So what I said last week, and maybe a little bit this time, which I didn't mean to get into, it's not personal. It's not your business. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you have a great 2 months of business. But I seriously think if you just open, that's less work for you too, Greg. You're going to be working 2 months. The same amount of people's coming, no matter what.
He's staying open 24 hours a day. He said he's going to open up 24 hours a day for third
No need
shift.
for it. No need for it.
He can't keep costumes in. He can't keep.
I'm telling you, if he was open from 9 to 5 every day in October, the same amount of people are going to come there through it. The same for September, open all night through October, 24 hours. The same amount. They're just going to come when he wants them to come when they're supposed to come.
People go down there, they just sit and they walk, they shop. They window shop. They go down there and look at everything. And they talk to the old folks still in there.
Well, they should go do that. Everybody should go do that, too.
We lost one last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's creepy in there. It's creepy before somebody died in there, but...
Well, I think, some of the Halloween stuff gets them prepared, for, see skeletons and things like that.
That's what the doctor said. They said seeing them skeletons and headstones.
All that ghost stuff.
Blood.
It's like ready to, that's what,
Monsters.
Just help you along the way, so to speak, I guess.
There's so much candy in there, and some of them are diabetic and they ain't in their right mind, and you tell them, well, you can't eat that candy. That ain't for you.
They're not going to know different.
But they just eat it, and that ain't helping them.
I was down there apologizing to Greg, or when I went down there, and Greg, he didn't chew me out, but he talked sternly to me, which he had every right to, and I understand that. But I gave this woman, I don't know how much candy corn, and the doctor come running. She, can I have that? How much she had? And I said, well, hell, that's about 4 handfuls, I guess. She kept wanting it. If somebody wants candy, and I got Halloween candy, I'm gonna give it to them. So the nurse needs to stand there with her, or put her in the room or something.
Or a shop clerk or somebody.
Somebody, yeah, one of the monsters.
So take somebody off the register and put them on Minerva.
Yeah.
Minerva, but I'll tell you this, Jackie, I think you're right, and the doctor was wrong, because Minerva loves that damn candy corn, and since you force-fed all that to her.
I didn't force-feed it to her. I just gave it to her. She kept, holding her hand out.
But she better.
Well, good.
I think she looks better, and she's making more sense.
Well, I got to follow the doctor's orders. It's not, I don't live there, and I don't know her situation. But if she's better, that's good. And if it's because of candy corn, even better. That's good.
But the nurses and the cashiers been telling me that she's stronger, and she's sprinting up and down the aisles now.
Well, good.
So you might have helped her.
I hope so.
And now that wouldn't have happened in October, because we don't even know if she'll still be around here by October. But it happened in September. It's a September miracle.
You could have done that in October, September. It doesn't matter when. You give anybody, you can eat candy corn year round. Don't need 2 damn months to eat candy corn. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
It does not matter. You would, if he opened up the day before Halloween, you would say it's too early. It doesn't matter. All you want to do is criticize people and their ever expanded definition of Halloween.
Yeah. So be it.
You hate Halloween. Why don't you just admit it? You're a Scrooge.
Well, I don't necessarily like Halloween, but kids like to dress up and eat candy. That's fine. But usually Halloween's probably my least favorite, because people get out and act a fool and all of that,
Is this because your yard gets rolled every year?
Well, yeah. You get ready. It ain't getting rolled this year, I tell you that.
Well, what are you
sit up
do?
all night. I'll sit up all damn night, and they come out there and try to do it. I'm an old man. I can nap during the day and sit, they doze in and out, but I can get up, and I'll sit up and holler if I catch them.
If you're asleep and I get in your face and yell and make a noise, be funny, try to wake you up, it takes you 5-6 minutes before you realize where you're at. You ain't gonna get up.
Yeah.
You won't even know what's going on.
If you think about doing toilet paper in my yard, know somebody watching. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, not you. You'll be out like a light.
We'll see. Come by and try it and see.
I will.
Yeah, well, all right.
I do it every year.
Yeah. Better not do it this year.
Why? What's gonna be different?
You'll find out. Come on and do it.
You'll be snoring louder?
Come on and do it. You'll find out.
I will. I'll shoot the front porch light out. You won't know who's doing it.
Yeah, somebody'll be shooting, I'll say that.
Who? A ghost?
Yeah. Ghost, goblin, werewolf, all of them. Come on and see. You'll be wishing all of them get you.
I'll be wishing a goblin got me.
Yep.
I don't even know what that means.
Well.
What is a goblin?
A monster, I guess. They're all monsters, ain't they?
What'd you say?
Dracula's a monsters, ghost monster, same thing.
Is a ghost a monster, or is it just a ghost?
It look like a monster to me.
That's a good song. Well, I guess that is Hollywood Bandages by Greg McKee of McKee's
Hollywood
Patio
Bandage,
Furniture.
Greg McKee's. Fresh Linens Nursing Home's where you need to go. It's over there. You can go now. Go now if you need to, but you could probably take care of everything you need to if you wait till October. But
I like to just stop by there every night and grab me a bag of candy.
Well, you do it then. That's your, yeah.
Get little bags of nerds, them little boxes of nerds. You know the nerds come in them little boxes for Halloween?
I don't know all the names of the candy, no.
Little nerds. It's just enough kind of coat your tongue in nerd.
Yeah.
You ever get one of them little boxes of nerds? It's just enough to just barely cover your tongue. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You ever get a little box of nerds?
Nope.
Well, you can get them down there at McKee's Patio
Well,
Furniture.
if I want them, I'll go get them in October. That's when I want my Halloween candy. I'll try it then. He'll be open then.
I don't know why you try to fight it. Maybe not. He may run out. What if he runs out?
He ain't gonna run out. Same amount of people every year. I'm telling you.
Well, folks, people, Jackie Broyles needs to lighten up and loosen up and let it all hang out, if you ask me. Because he is a Halloween Scrooge. And I know
shut the
somebody
hell up.
who can lighten him up and loosen him up and help him to let it all hang out. And that, of course, is Murfreesboro's #1 for fun duo. They're testing that out as a slogan. #1 for fun duo. That is the Briefcase Buddies. If you want to get a party started, if you want to have an old school R&B, jump up and down, white guys in sunglasses and hats with a briefcase, then you want to call up the Briefcase Buddies, your #1 duo for fun. That's the Briefcase Buddies. Also, they are lawyers.
What if you just need a lawyer? You can call them. What if you don't like all the singing and stuff?
Oh, probably gonna want to call different lawyers
Well, yeah,
because they're gonna do the show. They're gonna do the show.
I don't want a lawyer. I mean, fortunately, it's one of the few times in my life where I don't need a lawyer right now. We'll see how long that lasts.
We had a talk the other night, and I was like, well, guys, I think you got to make a choice. Are you lawyers or are you a fun time duo ready to get the party started? Are you Blues Brothers impersonators first or are you lawyers first? And they said, we're lawyers, and we're damn good lawyers. That's what Douglas said. And then Chick said, well, we're okay. But then together they said, but we're Blues Brothers impersonators first. You got to follow your dreams. Never lose sight
People
of
actually
your dreams.
need lawyers occasionally.
Oh, yeah,
there's
I've needed
plenty
them.
of reasons to need a lawyer.
Drunk and disorderly, assault.
I don't. We don't have to list them all, but we know that
Car theft.
Lawyers are something that people seek out and look for. No one wants a Blues Brother come over the house. Nobody wants that.
Well, they
Who
can't
wants that?
legally say Blues Brothers. They're Briefcase Buddies.
Whatever it is, nobody. I don't need that. That's the last thing I'm gonna call. I never once in my life I said I need the Blues Brothers to do a song for me. I never thought that. I didn't like it back in when it was out, and most people don't. Who even remembers what it is? I'd forgotten until you said something. And you had to describe it to me.
Oh, lots of people remember it, Jackie. Middle-aged alcoholics with Hawaiian shirts. Love the Briefcase Buddies.
Well,
love them.
you can like what you want, but none of that makes any sense to me. I don't think there'd be. I don't think that that's in demand at all. I don't care what time of year it is. I don't think anybody's called the damn phone up. Are they working? Do they work? When's the last time I went out and did the Blue Brothers show?
Well, they say their job ain't work as far as they're concerned. It's fun.
Where they're doing it in the garage, somebody actually asked them to come do that somewhere. I don't believe that.
Well, they
I don't think that's true.
decided they were going to tie it into the lawyer business, and they were going to enter the courtroom by pressing play on the jukebox of fun. And,
Judge will, no, put a stop to that.
That's what happened.
Well, yeah, they can't. It's not a place for it. I don't think there's any place for that personally, but that's probably the worst place you could do it is in the court of law.
Yeah, that didn't work. They tried it several times, but they kept getting contempt of court.
Well, yeah.
So they had to call their lawyer. Their lawyer apparently is pretty good, but I don't know how they had the money for him because they're not making it. I think they come from money.
Nobody wants it. I know,
It's one of those things like, well, what? You want to be a Blues Brothers impersonator? Well, I got to go to work.
Well,
end of that theory.
If you're representing somebody in a trial and the case, they come in singing songs or dancing, that word of mouth gets around. People are going to say, I need some lawyers. Well, don't get these guys.
They don't get to sing the song because they press play on the
Anything
boombox
like
of
that
fun.
in court. If a judge is holding them in contempt of court, whatever, if they're representing you for something,
You know, they have that whole song before they get to sing. That
that'll get around. Everybody's going to tell each other, don't get these damn idiots. How did it go in court? Well, you know, whatever it was, he was in there and said, you won't believe these excuse my language, dumbasses turn on some Blues Brother song in the middle of the trial, and the judge held us in contempt.
Well, technically, what they're playing is the Christian backing track. Instead of "Can't Turn You Loose," with like you know, then the Blues Brothers come in. Well, they got is "Can't Turn You Loose, Devil."
Can't turn you loose, devil.
Well, it's the Christian version of all these old blues and R&B songs.
Well, you're supposed to be able, if you're Christian, turn the devil loose. What do you got a hold of him for?
Oh, they say it's weakness. It's about weak.
Why?
Can't seem to turn you loose, devil, but Jesus gonna help me out. Can't seem to turn you loose,
just made it
Satan.
Worse already.
Jesus gonna help, make me scream and shout.
Worse. Terrible. It was already bad, Blue Brothers. You just made it worse.
But they don't sing. That's just their thing. So they just play that. That's the song they don't sing to. They just come out.
Well,
to
nobody going to want to play it in court.
And then Douglas gets on the microphone. He takes a microphone. He's got it connected to a portable speaker. He comes in. Ladies and gentlemen, straight from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, we got the duo of fun, Douglas and Chick, the Briefcase Buddies. And then he unlocks the briefcase, and inside there's another briefcase, and he puts that on a handcuff and picks somebody out of the jury and puts it on their hand.
I don't know why anybody would pay to see anything like this.
And then
Don't
that
make a bit of
song
sense to
ends,
me.
and then they put in She Caught the Spirit, which is She Caught the Katie, and they get out the harmonica, and then Chick played trumpet in school, so he gets that out.
Well, these idiots sound like they're more trouble than they're worth. I don't know anybody that hire them for either one of
But
those
they never
things.
get that far. Pretty much as soon as they start coming in, and he gets the microphone out, ladies and gentlemen, then that's kind of the bailiff
It's not
gets
way,
involved.
Yeah, you can't do that in the court of law. That's just making a mockery, you know.
Like one time, they got about halfway through it just because the judge couldn't believe what they were saying. But after that, the judge like, this is what they're gonna do if they come in your court. So, but I said, well, boys, ain't you worried about your lawyer career? And they said, we may not be able to keep up the lawyering because it's getting in the way of our briefcase, buddy.
Well, I don't know how it can be getting in the way of something that nobody wants.
But they are going to play the Murfreesboro City Fair, Jackie, and that's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, all right. I'm looking forward to, not them, but I'm looking forward to the City Fair. That'll be here for too long.
But they got a competing offer.
What offer?
Did you hear about the conflict?
Why?
Well, the Murfreesboro City Fair is scheduled for the end of the month, but at the same time, it's a fried potato festival.
Fried potato festival?
Frida's Fried Potatoes. You ever been there?
I know what it is, yeah.
She's starting up a fried potato festival.
Well, she can do it, you know. The Murfreesboro Fair's always been. She can just set a different date.
Well, she's going to get the Briefcase Buddies to play the fried potato festival.
Well, go to the Fried Potato Festival. That's what we want. I'll be over at Murfreesboro City Fair. That's where I'll be.
People pretty excited about it. You ain't been to Frida's, I guess, because you ain't tasted these slick.
It's good. It's all right. I've had some. I ain't been in there, but people brought me to go plate. It's all right. Yeah.
She's gonna have a ball, like a thing where the kids getting the balls. You know them things where the kids getting the balls.
No.
It's full of oily fried potatoes. Her fried potatoes are good and slick and oily.
Yeah.
Homemade fried potatoes. You ever had homemade fried potatoes?
Well, you asking me?
Yeah.
Well, of course I have. What are you talking about?
Well, I
myself?
don't see. You may want to get this fried potato festival because it's going to be just buckets of fried
I'll
potatoes.
stop by past it on the way to the Murfreesboro City Fair.
And she's also going to have cookie throating. So it's going to be briefcase buddying and cookie throating and potato sliding. Getting them in that potato pit. Slide around in there. I mean, you're going to want to put something over your clothes. So I don't know. I think this town's going to be torn between the Fried Potato Festival, that's Frida's Fried Potato Festival, and the Murfreesboro City Fair.
And the people just go do both. I don't think what the conflict is. Don't make a bit of sense to me, but all right.
Well, she's trying to build it up into a rivalry, so.
Well, she can't. You can't come out the gates going up against Murfreesboro City Fair. That ain't gonna work. I don't care what you got. And sure, if she has those briefcase,
Briefcase
Blues Brothers, that's gonna make people go away from her business. That's going to run people to the Murfreesboro City Fair.
Well, they're writing songs about potatoes.
Well, that ain't gonna make any difference to anybody if they still dress like that and acting like that. Young people ain't gonna know what it is and think it's silly, and then old people they may remember it and think it was dumb, and why they got to look at it again.
Well, I think you're forgetting the fact that it doesn't matter whether you know who the fat white guys in sunglasses and hats are. All that matters is those fat white guys in sunglasses and hats look pretty cool. Pretty cool. That's their new.
Yeah.
Frida said, "Yeah, you got something we can say?" Like when people come in and say, "Who's going to be there?" And well, the briefcase boys are like, "Who?" They go, "Oh, you don't know them? They're pretty cool." People are saying it. I know you're looking at me like people ain't saying it, but they are.
I ain't heard nobody say it.
Well, you ain't been to Frida's. So that's Frida's briefcase buddies. There. What is it, Jackie?
What?
Back up.
Hey there, everybody. This is Jackie Bro, still on here.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. How y'all doing?
Hopefully everybody doing okay.
It's not fun news.
No, news part's never fun. We skipped. It was fun last week not having to do it. I almost want to thank Burt Reynolds for dying. This is how awful I feel, so I didn't have to talk about any of these, man.
I want to thank Burt Reynolds, but for all the great movies he gave us.
Yeah, that. I'm just saying how pitiful it is that, losing Burt Reynolds gave me a break for, a sad one.
A sad break?
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be nostalgic for Scooter Libby.
Me neither.
Trent Lott.
Yeah.
Whoever those people were, that saying their name transports me back to a time where Brett Kavanaugh wasn't the news.
Well, a lot of stuff happened in between. Well, a lot of stuff happens every day, actually, with this country's current situation. So, well, Manafort flipped. We didn't talk about that. I don't guess we had a chance to talk about that. Manafort went ahead and flipped and singing to old Mueller now.
What do you think he's talking about?
Probably whatever happened at Trump Tower when he was in there with his son-in-law and Trump's son and some Russians. I'm assuming that's probably a big part of it. He wants to know what happened. What all went on in there in that meeting? Because they changed the story 3 damn times, so maybe finally someone will tell him.
Don't do nothing wrong if you can keep from it. I think that's the lesson of the news today, is don't do nothing wrong.
How is that the lesson? Look at the president. Does something wrong every 5 minutes.
But is he really winning? What's he getting to do?
Whatever he wants, as far as I can tell.
But he's not enjoying it.
I think he is. People say, oh, he's mad all the time or whatever. No, people are talking about him 24/7. He's happy. He likes what's going on. He don't mind any of this.
But he's also a uniquely loathsome and strangely, it's hard to pin anything on him. Because up till he was elected president, he was pretty unimportant. He was just somebody that was known for being known, and he was Richie from New York City. And when People magazine or PM magazine had some time to fill, they like, hey, what's Donald Trump up to? Like, for gossip columns, like somebody who did not matter in the least. And now he's running the country
into the ground
and the world. He basically is running
world into the ground
for now.
Yeah, hopefully.
Unless probably what's happening, he's making America not matter anymore. The way that he doesn't matter, just making America just sort of a loud mouth, nothing to back it up. Just somebody who runs their mouth, says a bunch of stuff that doesn't make any sense. And maybe they've got, like, you can tell they're packing. Or maybe they've got like a monster truck that they could run because he's president. Now, that's the only thing is now he does have something to back it up with, like nukes. But before he was president, he had nothing to back it up with.
He, like you said, he was in a bunch of magazines and on TV stations, none of which magazines I read and no television station that I watched. He was somebody in the periphery as far as I'm concerned. He was just some, idiot, loudmouth Yankee. Got worse and worse.
Now he's a president, but I think because his whole life was sort of, there was no stakes. He had no repercussions for nothing he did. He just moved through. Nobody really cared about him, so he could get away with things. Nobody really knew who he was or what he did exactly. Now he's a president, and I think that helps him as a president because even when he was running for president, he said, I'm just going to be just sort of a dumbass. I'm going to say a bunch of bullshit. And now suddenly people care. Probably because I got a little racist on top of it. I guess he was always racist.
He's always racist.
Before he did, I know a lot of racists who are stupid and don't matter. Most of them.
Yeah. Now, and when they're president, it makes things a little difficult. Yeah.
When they're president, yeah, then all of a sudden it's a different story.
Matters to everybody.
Matters more.
Yeah.
So then he becomes president. Now, all of a sudden, there are repercussions, but he won't suffer them. I mean, because he still doesn't really kind of matter. He's just sort of blundering through, just kind of stumbling through American history. But we're the ones that'll die. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't even die. If there was like a nuclear holocaust that he caused because his fingers were slick with chicken grease.
He's like...
Instead of the Coke button, he hit the nuke button.
Just run through history. He's just like Forrest Gump, except dumber and meaner.
Like a racist Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest Gump was, like he was related to a racist, I think, wasn't it? Bedford Forrest, as he's named after. It's been a while since I've seen it. But he wasn't racist. He wasn't racist. He seemed nice as could be.
We definitely would be better off with Forrest Gump as president. There's not many movie stupid people you can think of that we wouldn't be better off with as president than Donald Trump.
Forrest Gump, he was nice. He's sad because, old people had AIDS, people got sick and things. But
was that all his fault? Did he do that?
I don't. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Like
I can't remember.
He caused a lot, or did he just sort of float through?
He things happened because of him, and then other things just happened. I don't think he made age. I don't think he did that. But it's been a while since I've seen it.
Well, I wouldn't put anything past Donald Trump.
No, me neither, huh?
So, no repercussions for Donald Trump. But for some of the other people in his circle, it does seem like because they were associated with Donald Trump, their lifetime of sin and evil and crime is catching up with them.
Well, it should.
Like Paul Manafort might have been fine. He probably would have been fine, just floated through, continuing to assist warlords and Russians, or whatever his job was. But because he saddled up with Donald Trump, he's probably going to go to jail.
That's what's going to happen. You're going to find out Trump won't go to jail, but everybody associated with him is going to do a little time.
Everybody else is going to go to jail. So if you did anything, Brett Kavanaugh, whatever he was going to do before, and he may wind up on the Supreme Court. I ain't going to say he ain't going to wind up on the Supreme Court. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But he's always going to be the rapist on the Supreme Court. And that's because of Donald Trump. I don't know what would have happened to Brett Kavanaugh in the future if he hadn't saddled up with Donald Trump, but because he did, best case scenario, he ruins the Supreme Court.
Well, yeah, it ain't going to be valid anymore, which is, this don't understand. First off, you're supposed to believe a woman and all that, but it makes sense that this woman, there ain't no reason for her to make it up. And she's asking for the FBI to come look at it. See, if you lie to the FBI, she risks going to jail. And she, so none of it makes any sense. She mentions a witness that was there who's going to testify against her. Why would she do? None of it makes any sense that she would make this up and lie about it. So I just want to say that out loud first. And then the second part, what is the Republican strategy on this? It seems like they need to get rid of him and just get somebody else. They still got time.
Why don't they just cut bait on this guy?
I don't understand it. It don't make any sense because, like you said, it's going to hurt him. When this woman testifies, bless her heart, having to go up there and all these old white men going to be asking awkward questions, and it's going to be awful. It's going to make them look terrible. It's going to make Kavanaugh's already ruined because of this, especially if they appoint him, because then you're just going to make the Supreme Court not worth a damn.
There's no winning out of this.
No, midterms coming up, so if the more you push for it, you're driving. You could get this if you appoint him. That's losing women voters for years and years and years and years.
So you may get to outlaw abortion, which isn't going to help.
No, that is not going to help a situation.
But you also got just nothing about this seems like they could pretend to be decent.
Oh, everybody be singing their praises. I'm afraid he's going to have to step down. I believe him and blah 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 and all this, and he's a good man. But unfortunately, we're going to have to ask it. And everybody they'd be on CNN.
Wow,
they'd be kissing their butts and loving it. They'd look great. It'd help them. It would help them for the midterms. But that ain't going to be what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't see what they get out of it. They had a list. They had a whole list.
There's a lot of people on that list. Get another, yeah.
Is he really the one that's going to keep Trump from going to jail? Is that why?
You're wasting time trying to get him appointed. You could have already had him gone and be working you could start questioning the new guy or woman on Monday instead of
her testifying on Thursday. She may be testifying on Thursday. What come across?
Oh, is that what they said? They're
going
to move a date? They're going to move it to Thursday.
Lawyers for Kavanaugh's accuser float Thursday testimony, other conditions during talks with Senate panel.
Well, she didn't want to go Monday. Now she want to go Thursday.
Well, they ain't going to let witnesses come.
No.
If they let her testify on Thursday instead of Monday, they say, Monday. You know them. Monday. It's got to be Monday. What she want Thursday for?
Hell, I don't know.
Oh, it takes women forever to get ready. That's what they say. That's what they say.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want to say that.
So they're going to make it. Get this poor woman up there. Run her through the mill. And it's no secret. They're not even really saying, we need to get to the bottom of that. We're like, let's let her talk, and then we'll put him in. What? Lindsey Graham is really the worst now.
Yeah. He was one of the few people I had respect for. And like you said, after McCain passed on, he just run wild, just being as mean as he wants to be.
He was really y'all, is what Lindsey Graham said. As soon as John McCain is gone, we're going to have a party and it's going to be crazy. He really just went completely over.
He's the worst.
Really just went completely over.
I've been depressed looking at the news past week. I mean, bad enough the hurricane, the flood, and all that. That's terrible. Our hearts go out.
Hey, at least they got free boats out of it.
Yeah, that's what.
New boat. What did he say? New boat. You get a new boat out.
Something.
I don't even get enjoyment out of that anymore.
No.
Well, here's a natural disaster. Let's let's laugh at the dumb things Trump said when he was like those stories, those tweets used to give me a little bit of joy. Not even him. I couldn't even enjoy that. When he said, "Oh, it's the wettest story." Like I don't even show me that.
Man, just that. All people. Like I said, our hearts go out to everybody there. I hope you're doing okay. But all this Kavanaugh and this lady and people giving her death threats and people threatening Kavanaugh's wife, and it's just everything. The worst aspects of our American culture are all coming to the forefront here. And
threatening Kavanaugh's wife. What's that?
They said that's what they said. She's getting threats too. I mean, that's after the woman got threats. What's her name now? Ford, Dr. Ford. I think that's her name. She was getting her and her family had to leave her home. She had to get security to look after them. So yeah, it's just awful all the way around.
I hope people still get enjoyment out of this podcast.
Well, I don't know how they
just
could.
focus? Trump's an idiot. He went down there and he was handing people food. He probably eat it all himself. What about his dick? Didn't they talk about that?
Don't start. See, I knew this was coming because of running around with porn stars, and this. I knew this was coming. It's just what's happening in the world's making me sick already. I don't need anybody telling me what his thing looks like or anything about his thing. I don't want to know about it. It's bad enough you just say you had sex with him. When right after his wife had a baby, like that matters to him, he's just an awful human being. But I don't want to know any of the details. That's it.
Willie Nelson likes Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But I mean, nobody likes Ted Cruz anyway.
Who likes Ted Cruz? Nobody. The people who vote for him don't even like him. I guarantee you. The people who they just like the principles or, Republican conservative values. But there's enough people who've let that go, people who are Republican to cut that loose just so they can vote against him because they don't like him. He's a terrible human being.
I like him better than Donald Trump.
I'd rather have him, as awful as that'd be, having him as president, it'd be better than this.
At least he's an asshole who believes something.
I don't know if he believes.
He believes
Cruz,
something.
I don't know
what exactly it is.
Yeah.
You'd have to scalpel down into it to see what was at the heart of it. But there's something there. Donald Trump, I don't think, is capable of belief.
No.
Beyond belief.
Yeah.
The Donald Trump story. So I don't know. I ain't saying Ted Cruz is good. I ain't saying I want to hang out with Ted Cruz.
No.
I'm just saying if you said this one or that one and it was Trump and Cruz, this is terrible. This isn't even a fun game.
No.
Forget it.
Yeah, not worth it.
I don't want to make pot jokes and dick jokes, and that ain't even fun. What should we do, Jackie?
Huh?
I think we got to rethink this.
I don't know what to do.
I mean, if I could have talked about the briefcase buddies for longer, I would have, but that was
so far out. You can run, talk about that.
I knew I had to talk about Kavanaugh. I should have prepared more, but I don't even know what you.
Well, it's just all awful. It's just all
school.
Terrible. I don't, it just every bit of it's terrible. So it's going to be I have no idea what's going to happen. Hopefully, like I said, Republicans, because, a conservative judge doesn't necessarily offend me, but you can't have him on it. You can't do it now. He got to go.
Like, what do they think? What's the best case scenario out of that?
There is not one. You demean the Supreme Court.
Why are they doubling down on this? Just let him go.
You're going to get twice as many women to vote against you forever, not just for this election, but if you appoint him, it's literally forever.
Do you think it was because they thought she wouldn't testify, and now that she might testify, if they let her testify on Thursday, that now they might think that they thought if she didn't testify, they might be able to push it through, but now if she testifies, they're going to have all that out there. Maybe now they're going to start talking about cutting bait.
I don't know. It's old Grassley and Mitch McConnell. They want what they want. This is what we wanted. This is what we got,
Because if they think they're going to lose the midterms anyway, it doesn't matter whether they they lose with him on the Supreme Court.
They think they can beat this. They do, because they've had Kavanaugh has been at the White House doing the mock-up, questionings over this. They're training him. He like Rocky in there, if Rocky, sexually assaulted people, which thankfully he did not. But they training him.
He wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't. No, Rocky would never do that. No.
No, if you told Rocky, he'd say, he'd beat Brett Kavanaugh up.
Of course he would. Yeah.
He wouldn't be like, well, I don't know who was the guy who I need more facts. He'd be like, who said it? Like, what guy is she talking about? She'd take one look at him. Not that you need to look at him to know.
No.
But Rocky would take one look at him and say, come here.
You
know how he talks. Oh, I could take you more.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
You know how Rocky talks.
Oh, yeah. But they're training. He's in training right now. So obviously, if they're putting that much effort and giving him the rundown, they think he's going to come off okay. That's what they think. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. He said today, I'm looking forward to testifying Monday, declare my name, all this, blah, blah, blah. They think that once he starts talking again, no matter what this woman says or has to say or how she comes off, which, let's be honest, of course that matters to some degree, but it shouldn't. Just the situation is what it is. Now, if it didn't happen, which I don't see why this woman would make that up. Makes more sense for him to lie about it than her to lie about it. But maybe they think it didn't happen. Maybe they think he's completely innocent and we need to fight for him. That's, I think that's what they want us to think. Or they really think it. I don't know. But they're going for it. Either way.
That's the worst training montage I ever heard of. Just playing that horn music under it. Him talking about the 80s. It's not anything I want to see in a film.
Nope.
Or live through as a nation.
Well, that's getting put on us one way or the other.
Why hadn't Trump? I figured first thing Trump would come out and start bashing her. I saw pictures of her from her yearbook. Whatever.
I don't know how they managed to get him quiet about this, and I don't know if he will remain quiet on it either, because it just seems like if he has an opportunity, he's going to put his foot in his mouth. But so far, they hadn't, and everybody's surprised about it. If CNN is commending him for handling it like an adult, something ain't right. Did he finally pivot, you reckon? It took him this long?
You think that's what
This
happened?
is what happened from here on out? He just came back from going over the hurricane damage and saying things. No, just give him time.
He may just be distracted or scared. Maybe there is something to the fact that he's embarrassed by the sex stuff with Melania.
Yeah, because he's got so many people, accusing him of, things similar. And there's a woman I don't remember who she is, what law, but a woman on Apprentice, his TV show, his game show he used to have, she keeps going, her lawsuit keeps moving ahead that he sexually harassed her. So he got that in the wing. Maybe his lawyer somehow convinced him not to say, don't say anything about this because it'll hurt you. The hell, Brett Kavanaugh, hopefully we'll get him on, but say anything about this, it's going to come up later.
Luckily, you got the Trump administration taking money away from cancer research to pay to throw more kids in jail. So it's not like things are all bad. It's not like everything's a terrible downer, right? I mean, they're robbing cancer research to...
Yeah, I don't know how to keep doing this. I don't know.
People are giving us $5 a month.
I know. I feel bad. I won't want to earn it, but.
Which reminds us, folks, go over to our Patreon page. It's Red State Update /Patreon. You want to go over there and give us some of that good Patreon money so that we can keep. Also, go over to Red State Update, Redneck Matinee, and remember to rate and reviews and subscribe.
We appreciate it. Thank you kindly. just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye,
Hey,
Yeah.
you still here? You with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm sitting right here, ain't I?
Come on, get it together, man. We can go out on a high note. What about what's the Cohen talking to the Mueller?
yeah. Oh, Manafort, flipping and singing like a bird.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay, who else is going to jail? Flynn. Flynn's about to get, he's going to get a sentence here soon. They're going to put General Flynn in jail more than likely for a little while.
What's he? He doesn't even. No, yeah, that's great. I'm enjoying it all so much.
Yeah, well. Porn star got a book coming out talking about the precious thing.
I want to say the founding fathers be spinning in their grave, but Ben Franklin probably would like that.
Yeah, he weirdo, yeah.